the year 1200s, an anonymous Australian from the Danube region wrote a Middle High German epic poem, also known as Nibelungenlied, translated into English as Song of Nibelungs. One of the initial chapters was the death of Siegfried. This is Siegfried. The hero in the initial section of the Nibelungenlied is a prince who lives near the river Rhine in Germany. He acquires a vast treasure by slaying the dragon Fafnir, eventually marrying Kriemhild of Burgundy. Siegfried also aids Kriemhild's brother, Gunther, in winning Brunhild's affection before tragically falling victim to Hagen's actions. He was considered a hero because he bathed in the dragon's magic blood, which made him invisible. In Norse mythology, he is paralleled by the figure known as Sigurd. Kriemhild was the wife of Siegfried. She is also the sister of Burgundian kings, Gunther, Gernot, and Giselher. In Norse mythology, she is paralleled by the figure known as Gudrun. Gunther is the king of Burgundians with the capital of Worms. He is also the husband of the beautiful Brunhild. Brunhild, reigning as the Queen of Iceland, is a celebrated maiden recognized not just for her exceptional beauty but also for possessing strength and athletic prowess that exceeds in any man who has endeavored to win her affections.
Within Norse tradition, Brunhild is portrayed as a shield maiden or Valkyrie, taking center stage as a key figure in the Völsunga saga and various Eddic poems that delve into the same narrative events. Hagen, a formidable warrior and the cousin of King Gunther, and his sister Kriemhild served as a loyal vassal to the Burgundian kings.
Before Siegfried set out, he tried comforting his wife who did not want him to go with her relatives. He kissed his lady on the mouth and said, "May the divine providence ensure our reunion in safety and good health, as I wish the same for you in return. Find joy amidst your loved ones here, for I must embark on a journey that calls me away." Kriemhild then said, "Go not hunting. Last night I dreamed an evil dream. 2 wild boars chasing you over the heath, and the flowers were red with blood. Pity my tears, for I fear some treachery. There might be someone who hates us. Go not, my dear lord. In good faith, I counsel it." But he answered, "Dear love, I go only for a few days. I do not know anyone who bears me hate. The kinsmen are good, and I have deserved no evil at their hands." Yet Kriemhild remained stubborn. "Nay, Siegfried, for I fear some misfortune. Last night I had an evil dream, how 2 mountains fell on you, and I saw you no more. If you go, you will grieve me bitterly." After Kriemhild tried to warn him not to continue his hunting, Siegfried assured her of him coming back as early as possible after the hunt. Siegfried embraced his lady with tenderness and then tended to join the hunt. The men, accompanied by bold knights, entered a deep forest for sport, carrying baskets of bread, wine, and various meats over the Rhine River. They camped in a meadow near the woods where they planned to hunt. Then said Siegfried, "Who will go into the forest and lead us to the game?" Hagen suggested, "Whether we part ways or begin the chase in the woods, it will determine the best sportsman. Let's split the huntsmen and the hounds, and each one can ride alone as they prefer. The one who excels in hunting will be praised." Without further delay, they commenced their hunting expedition. But Siegfried said, "One hound that has been well trained for the chase will be enough for me." Later, a seasoned huntsman with a hound guided the group to a place full of game. They skillfully hunted down all the animals they targeted, providing themselves as adept sportsmen.
The hero skillfully slew every creature the hound pursued, showcasing remarkable prowess. His swift horse allowed him to excel in the chase, taking down a boar, a lion, a buffalo, an elk, and 4 stark oxen. No deer or hind could escape him, earning him high praise from his comrades. The hound then trailed a wild boar attempting to escape, but Siegfried rode up and blocked its path. The beast charged at the knight, who skillfully slew it with his sword, an accomplishment not easily achieved by others. They leashed the hound and shared the Burgundian Siegfried's successful exploits. In response, his huntsman jokingly requested, "Please, leave something alive. You're clearing out both mountains and forests." Siegfried laughed in response. The sound of the chase echoed through the surroundings, with hills and woods reverberating with the shouts and baying of 24 unleashed hounds. Numerous animals felt that day as each hunter aimed to claim the prize of the chase. As the hunt neared its end, the sportsmen returned to the camp with plenty of skins and games. Meat was abundant for cooking, leaving no shortage of provisions. Following this, the king informed the knights that he would have dinner. A horn was blown to signal the king's presence at the campfire. One of Siegfried's huntsmen remarked, "I heard the horn calling us back to the camp. I'll respond." They continued to blow the horn as they rejoined the company. Siegfried directed his men to exit the woods, smoothly riding his horse with the others following closely. The commotion alerted a fierce bear, and the knight called out to those behind him, "Get ready for some sport. Release the dog. I've spotted a bear that will join us at the campfire. He won't escape us, no matter how fast he runs." They released the hound, and the bear took off. Siegfried attempted to chase it down, but when they reached a ravine, he couldn't reach the bear. The bear, feeling secure, slowed down. However, the determined knight dismounted and pursued it on foot. He caught the beast with his bare hands before it could harm him, swiftly binding it to prevent any scratches or bites. He then tied it to his saddle and brought it to the campfire for amusement. Proudly, he rode to the camping ground, his spear gleaming in the light. His sword dangled down to the spur, and his hunting horn was made of golden red. I've never heard of better hunting gear. Wearing a black coat and a splendid hat. He had quiver richly laced and covered with a panther's hide for a sweet scent. His bow, only drawable by himself or with a windlass, was accompanied by a lynx-skin cloak, adorned with gold embroidery on both sides. The huntsman, I believe, was joyful and in good spirits. To be thorough, his lavish quiver was filled with excellent arrows, gilded on the shaft and broad by a hand's breadth or more. Swift and certain was the death brought by the arrows he shot.